Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us again for another Sunday morning. Today, we're going to be learning about Joseph and all of the ups and downs in his life and how he trusts in the Lord. Today, I have a jar of jelly with me to help talk a little about the word perseverance and steadfastness. The word steadfastness is in the Bible, and steadfastness and perseverance are very similar, and they mean to continue effort to do something despite difficulties or failures or opposition. And sometimes when I go to open a jar of jelly or maybe to go open a jar of pickles, and I just can't seem to get the jar open. I don't know if you guys have had the same problem. When you guys just want to go get a pickle or open your jelly for your peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it just won't open. And you're really trying, you're persevering, but you fail to open the jar. I don't know about you, but usually when this happens, I'll give the jar to my mom or to my dad to see if they could open it for me. Sometimes when we persevere to do something and it just doesn't work out, but in Joseph's life, he went through lots of hardships and struggles. He was sold into slavery and he was put in jail for something that he didn't even do, but he persevered and he was steadfast to trust in the Lord during those times. And I think that while he was in those hard times, he was probably praying for the Lord to get him out, to maybe get him out of those hard times. But he was still trusting in the Lord, even if he didn't get him out of those trials. He was sold into slavery, and then he became he trusted in the Lord, and he became really trusted by the guy that he was serving, and he gave him responsibilities, but then he got put in jail for something he didn't do, but he continued to trust in the Lord, and God used him because he persevered and he chose to trust in the Lord even though it was really hard. And I think it can be Joseph's story can be really similar to kind of what we're going through right now. There's a lot of craziness going on, and but I believe that God's going to use it for good. And I encourage you guys to continue to stay steadfast in trusting the Lord in this time, and in praying for your friends and family to stay safe, and to just know that God's going to use this time for good plans. And Joseph, it seemed like they just kept good and bad and good and bad, but in the end we saw that God used him to save all the people in Egypt and even his family that he hadn't seen for so long. Our Bible adventure this morning is called The Dreamer. So you guys can go and click on the link and watch the story. And before we close out, I want to pray for you guys. So bow your heads, close your eyes. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful morning. I want to pray that you would help us to trust in you, to continue to trust in you in this time. And I want to pray that you would keep all of our kids and all of our families safe so that we can come and join together and worship with you again soon. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you guys. Bye.